Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And in this video here, I'm going to be talking about YouTube. Nothing really specific about the site itself, just more, how would I put this? More personal. My reasons for coming to YouTube, the reason I upload videos, why I watch YouTube, things like that. Basically my likes and dislikes of what I do on YouTube, and you know, just trying to let you guys know a little bit more about who I am and what I do with things like that. So this is going to be a little bit more personal, you know. I'm not sure what kind of gameplay is going to be in the background, probably something from Titanfall 2, knowing me. But anyway, I started doing YouTube shoot, I don't know how many years, what, 6 years ago, maybe something like that. Maybe I think 2009, way back when. And I didn't really have a particular plan with, you know, to do YouTube. I wasn't one of those people who, let's say, liked a particular channel and I was like, you know what, I want to do what they do. That's not how I pretty much got started. I pretty much got into it because I used to watch machinima and stuff, and I wanted to do my own machinima with a friend, and I already had all of the equipment. You know, I already had a nice computer, I had the capture card, I had all of that stuff from before, so I decided to try to do it. That never took off, so I just started recording my gameplays for probably about a whole year, or my first year on YouTube rather. I just recorded gameplays of everything I played. That's games, let's plays, commentary type, you know, type little quick multiplayer match type things, with no commentary on it whatsoever. It was just pure gameplay. And I got a little bit of a following and stuff like that. And then my channel got flagged 3 times and it got took down. And this was before I knew the rules to YouTube and all that stuff. And I started up this one and then just kept right on, you know, right going on. You know, it just, I kept the ball rolling, didn't stop. And made a new name and just kept it moving. And I really do like it. YouTube is one of those things for me. It's where it's a hobby. This is never going to be for a job to me, no matter how much how many views or how much money I make. It's just, this isn't my job. I'm too much of a realist to ever jump into this kind of thing full time. That's not to mean I don't take it seriously, but I'm not stupid. I'm never one to put all my eggs in one basket. You know, this is not a real job, you know, in my mind. So it's never going to be. And I just treat it as such. I mean, most of the time in my real life, when I do my hobby type stuff, is everything you see on my channel, you can pretty much guess what kind of person I am. I'm like a huge, you know, video game and anime nerd. That's like my thing, that and comic books. So that's why you see on my channel, I talk about all of that kind of sort of stuff. I post videos about all that kind of sort of stuff. I mean, it is what it is. I don't segment myself in a certain, like, oh, I only upload video games, or I only do this, or I only do this kind of video, because to me, that's not who I am. I'm not a one-trick pony, you know. If I like it, I'm gonna upload it. That's just how it is. Even if, like, I get, like, a lot of stuff I upload now, I don't get no views on. That doesn't stop me from uploading it, because I'm not in it for the views anyway. You know, yeah, more views are nice. You know, I like all the comments and the interactions that I get, what little I do get. But to me, even if I wasn't making no views, or, you know, wasn't getting hardly any comments, like, people hardly ever watch my videos, you know, for like the past 2 months, but I still upload, you know, every day, if not every other day. You know, I'm not gonna stop, because my passion is there, my heart is there. You know, I still enjoy playing video games. I still enjoy the recording. I still enjoy making commentary videos like this one, and I don't see it stopping no time soon. To be honest, I really treat YouTube as a form of entertainment, you know, more than anything. Even what I do in my free time, I'll go up, I'm subbed to like 200 something channels on YouTube. Probably none of the super big channels, because I'm just not a fan of, how would I put it without talking bad about anybody? Let's see. I'm not a fan of, let's say, super syndicated channels. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of people, when you think of popular YouTubers, you know, they have like those million people sub channels. For the kind of person that I am, I'm not into none of their bullshit. You know, they're either not funny to me, or their content doesn't appeal to me at all, or they have wacky personas and everything, and that's just not me. You know, even on my channel, I don't have a persona. I'm probably like the realistic, like the most realist person you're ever going to meet on YouTube, because what you hear in my videos is probably a more assertive version of myself. You know, that is who I am. I mean, I'm not faking the content, or I'm not faking a personality trying to be something I'm not. That's just never been me. Even growing up in high school and middle school, it's like I've always been one of those people who, when you go in lunchroom in high school, right, I was the kind of person to be like, okay, let me sit by myself because I don't want to sit with other people. You know, I revel in my uniqueness. I like being by myself. I'm not one of those people who always try to be with the popular clique of people, or try to be buddies with somebody because they're popular. I could give two fucks about somebody else's popularity. That's just the way I am. You know, you don't like me? Okay, fuck you. I don't care. You know, that's just the kind of person I am. So when I joined YouTube, and that probably hurt my channel in the beginning because that's how I treated it. I'm not like a lot of other extremely small YouTubers who mingle together with a bunch of group of people and y'all make videos together. And me, I went like 5 years before I started doing stuff with other YouTubers and stuff like that. I think until I met probably Jolly from the 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 and stuff like that, and became real cool friends with him. Then that was like pushing maybe almost 2 years now. You know, I've been doing videos with him, but before that, I was just by myself doing my own thing, and didn't really care. If I can go back though, I probably would have mingled a little bit more, because then I'd probably be a bigger channel. But it is what it is. I mean, it's I can say that about anything in life looking back on it, but YouTube to me has always been a great medium, I guess. And to push the boundaries of kind of creativity to me. That's probably why I'm not a fan of a lot of the bigger YouTubers, because you see a lot of clickbait in their videos. And clickbaiting I can understand. Like, I can understand clickbaiting to an extent, because it's a way of getting your video out there. And if you're advertising anything, you want to get the most popular view, or you want to get people's attention. That I can understand. So I can understand some clickbait. I'm probably not a person who does that, because like I said, I don't care about it like that. But I know other smaller channels that I'm sub to, they do it, and it's like, to me, I don't see it as a big deal. Like, like a lot of people, you have to clickbait a little bit, but I'm talking about those channels who they do nothing but clickbait, and you guys probably know who I'm talking about. There's tons of channels out there, like every thumbnail has like every like naked women in it, or like women in bikinis, or showing breast cleavage, the whole red arrow bullshit, putting tons of their faces and stuff with the characters. That's not me. I can understand doing it a little bit, like I said, but there's people who do everything I just mentioned for every video that they have, and it becomes like almost syndicated, as far as what they do, and that kind of turns me off of it, because once you syndicate something, that takes away the creativity, the personality behind something. That's why a lot of bigger channels, they don't seem like they're creative. They're just mass producing whatever it is that they do, And I don't mind a channel that does that. It's just that a lot of times, every one of those channels have like either fake personas, or they cater to whatever content that they do, and that's not who they really are. And 9 times out of 10, they'll lie to their audience, or they'll say certain things, and you just know, maybe because I'm older, I can read through the bullshit. I can see when somebody, after watching their content for a while, I can be like, okay, I can see where he got this, and this. So that tells me, it's like, okay, you're bullshitting, with your content. It's kind of like, I always call it like fluff content, where you're just putting out stuff just to put out stuff. And you know, they do that because I guess that's what gets them views, or that's what their audience likes and things like that. But then you know, you lose creativity, you know, and you lose a part of who they are. Now, I'm not one of those people who think that everybody should do the same thing I do. I mean, like I said, I'm focused on me. I could care less about people I'm not cool with on YouTube or who I'm not sub to. You know, if somebody wants to sell out or do their own thing or try to take their channel in one particular direction, okay, you know, your content may not be for me. I just won't sub to you. That's just how it is. I mean, I'm not going to badmouth somebody if I don't watch them or nothing like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. And that's how I've always treated it. Something else I dislike on YouTube, like, you see a lot of, like, again, what I call it, fluff content, like reaction channels. Like, I don't mind a channel that let's say, does reactions, but also has, like, other content, right? But some channels are solely based on bullshit. Meaning, like, their whole channel is based on nothing, like reaction videos. Like, there are channels out there who will have reaction videos, and that's all they do. And it's like, they don't have their opinions on it. They'll watch a movie trailer, say, and then show themselves watching it, and then, like, that's it. And they'd be like, oh man, I can't wait for this movie. And then that's it. I hate that bullshit with a passion, YouTube, because it makes me mad, because you're doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, I know I make, like, review commentary videos, but all of my stuff is me giving my opinion on something. And that's why tons of my videos, and probably even this one, is going to be long and extensive. You know, I'm used to dealing with things that are long and extensive, you know, so when I do my commentaries, you know, they're just the same way. Everything about me is long and extensive. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's just that a lot of people on YouTube, they have, like, bullshit content, and it's like, they'll make reaction videos, but they don't even talk about whatever it is that they're doing. They don't talk about their opinion on it. They just film themselves doing it, and that's it. And then they rake in, like, tons and tons of views. I hate that with a passion, because it feels like, as somebody who does put in work on their channel, and then you see somebody else, I mean, I can't hate them for doing it. You know, like I said, it's just one of those things where I'm just not going to sub to them, and, you know, I'm in my mind, I'm going to turn them off, you know, and that's it. I'm never going to think about them again. But it just pisses me off when I come across a new channel that does it, that I may be interested in, and I see that, and that kind of just pisses me off. You know what? That'll turn me off right there. And, but it's just YouTube nowadays, I guess the content medium is changing, where, just like anything in life, you got more different groups of people that are coming up with it, that are doing their own thing, and the content that was popular isn't popular no more, so people got to change and adjust and change things around in order to stay relevant. So, I mean, I hope YouTube is going to be around for a long ass time, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I'm probably one of those people who, like I said, the only way I would stop doing YouTube is either I know people always make comments on YouTube about it, but, like, I would have to die. Like, one day you just don't see me upload, and then that's it. I probably got into a car accident or something and got killed. Or, like, I would have to lose my passion for speaking my mind and playing video games, because that's, like, part of who I am, you know. So if I lose my focus in that, and I don't see that happening no time soon. I really don't. But that would be one thing that would, like, make me stop doing YouTube, because then why would I do it? You know. And the reason I say I don't see it happening no time soon is because I'm one of those people that is such a huge part of who I am. I have such a huge passion for gaming and being unique and speaking my opinion on stuff, that it's hard to. I would become a whole different person, and I just don't see that happening. I'm not, even in real life, I'm not one of these people who, like, a lot of people can say, oh yeah, I'm not the same person I was when I was in high school, or I'm not the same person I was in my 20s. I can't say that. You know, to me, I've always been the same person. you know, and even the people who know me in real life, you know, my family and stuff like that, they will probably tell you my opinions don't really change. My maturity level has probably changed, but then again, I wasn't one of those people who joke around and are like super immature anyway. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I'm not going to change, or I don't see myself changing, you know, in the near future, or even in the far future. Like, you know, like if YouTube is probably around 20 something years from now, I'm probably still going to be doing it as long as, you know, my passion is there, because I'm probably still going to be playing video games, still going to be doing my own thing. Probably going to have a wife and kids by that point, so YouTube is probably going to have to take a back seat a little bit. So I'm probably, but I'm still going to be doing, you know, what you see me doing now, which is just the way it is. You know, anime's not stopping, video games isn't stopping, and informative topics to talk about isn't stopping no time soon. So I'm not also one of those people to get discouraged by things that happen in real life. To be honest, to me, that only fuels my desire to speak on something. Like for those of you who don't know, like I said, I don't have a lot of people who watch my content, but let's say not last year, not 2016, but let's say November of 2015, my mom died completely out of the blue. I was in here playing Halo. Next thing I know, I hear her fall on the floor. She never got up. You know, took her to the hospital, and, you know, she ended up dying in the hospital. Still think about it every day. Shit pisses me the fuck off. And probably, even when all that was going on, that's probably like the worst pain and the worst time in my life that I could think about. You know, even then, like a week and a half after it happened, I uploaded a video talking about it. And even if you're like, it's probably still up there now, you could probably go back to it. I think I titled it something like a status update, why I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, or something like that. And I pretty much talked about what happened, and it was just, you know, a realistic commentary talking about it, where you just see me pissed off, you know, and I was cussing and rambling and just speaking whatever was on my mind, because that's the kind of person I am. Like if I'm feeling something, I gotta express it some kind of way. Either I gotta express it vocally, or I gotta go to a punching bag and let out my anger that way, or I gotta jump in and play video games. Like right after that happened, you know, I took like 2 or 3 weeks off to get my head right, as far as, you know, not necessarily YouTube, but as far as even my hobbies in general, like playing games and all that. And I forced myself to get back in my routine of doing things. So I forced myself to upload even when I wasn't feeling it. That's why, like, if you go back to like November of 2015 and December and January and all that stuff, my videos have probably slowed down, and my my commentary style wasn't as energetic, is because I was still going through all that shit in my head, and I was kind of forcing myself to do it. And within doing that, I knew that I was like, okay, I can't become sedimentary, because life ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you have to push forward, and I had to push through that. And even now, it's like I still feel it every day, like it didn't go nowhere. But it's just one of those things where I'm forcing it not to let it weigh me down and to stop me from doing the things that I need to get done. Some people in my personal life has called me strong for that. I don't see myself as strong. It's just, I see myself as, you know, as being a realist. You know, it is what it is. I can stop, I can cry, I can do whatever, you know, I want. I can, you know, if I was religious, I can pray to God, but God ain't gonna come down to fix my problems. When my mom died, God had his chance to come down and fix that problem. He didn't. So move the fuck on. You know, that's how I've always been in my personal life. And it's kind of, you know, some people have called me abrupt and stuff like that, and I try to treat YouTube the same way. Like, if somebody isn't, you know, watching my content or whatever, it's like, oh well, you know, I'm not going to stop anytime soon, so they'll find somebody else. I've had people leave comments or on my videos talking about YouTube and stuff like, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you should do that, or things like that, or you know, negative comments like you suck, or, you know, you don't talk right, things like that, right? You know, those negative toxic comments. And I'll just be like, well, if you don't like my video, don't watch it. You know, at the end of the day, that's, you know, that's how I talk to people. I would talk to them the same way I did in real life. Or like if I was watching a YouTube channel, oh, I don't like his content. Guess what? I'm not going to sit there and watch it and talk shit about it. I'm just going to leave, you know, find somebody else. Like I said, keep it moving. It's all a part of who I am, you know. That's pretty much why I don't have like a persona. I mean, like I can't fake being somebody else, you know. It's, to me, I have too much pride for that. You know, I have pride in what I do, pride in, you know, who I am as a person, and I'm just not gonna change that for anybody. Even if I was making like 100, 200 something views per video that I put out, you know, it's just it would be the same informal content that you guys, you know, have come to expect from me. And whether people watch it, I mean, people watch it. I mean, and they don't. That's probably why I don't have a big following. That's probably why I don't get views like that. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you do a good product, people will come. You know, that's my my thing. But with realizing that that's only going to get you so far unless you know, brand yourself and, you know, go the extra mile and all that. And I've tried to do that a little bit, like, you know, over the past year and a half, with working with Jolly and stuff like that. That's why you see me, you know, bust out the new intros and stuff. You know, being the man of black privilege and all that, I basically took that from a joke that I was on somebody else's podcast, and basically took that as a joke and then turned that into a not, let's say, persona, but as a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a branding thing, you know, like some people call themselves after their channel name, things like that. You know, so I just took the ball and ran with it. Like, you know, besides just being Denonu, you know, stuff like that, it makes the videos have an intro. At the time, I didn't have an intro. I would just start talking, you know, when the video kicked in. And I think my videos have become better for it. And going into 2017, I'm probably going to try to do more things to push that. That's why you guys have been seeing the new overlays. If you guys have watched like my past 2 or 3 videos, they have like the overlay at the top. That's why a lot of my videos sent for the past year have had the little anime caricature in the corner. Because you know, because I'm trying to not necessarily create a persona, but I'm trying to brand myself as being a part of my channel. Because that's one thing I like about YouTube. I like the interactions. I like the comments, you know, intelligible content, comments that cause a discussion, or, you know, things like that. That's what I like. That's why I'm trying to do more videos like this, to push, you know, that kind of comments going back and forth, and I can talk to people, maybe make new friends with other YouTubers, other channels, things like that, get content getting pushed around. You know, that's how you grow on YouTube and become friends with different people. However, I've always been that kind of person I'm probably way too honest for myself. And like I said, I treat YouTube like I treat real life. And a lot of people don't really do that. They'll be one way in real life, and then on YouTube they might be two-faced or shitty, or say one thing and do another thing behind your back. I mean, like I said, I'm one of the most realistic people on YouTube. I have never done none of that shit. Because I look at it like this way. I'm 33 years old. I'll be 34 this year. I'm too old to be doing that bullshit. Number one, it's not a part of who I am. And 2, it's just, why would I have to do that? You know, one of the things coming up that I've learned from my family and my dad is, if you're gonna be a man about your decisions and stuff like that, you shouldn't have to be ashamed of them. So only kids will do something or say something and then be ashamed of what they did, you know, or be sorry that they did something. I mean, as a grown-ass man, it's just, you know, I'm not sad I did something, you know, or I'm not going to talk about another channel behind their back in a video, and then, especially if I don't know them, you know, I may talk about somebody's bullshit, yeah, but I'm not going to speak bad about them as a person, and then pretend like, you know, I didn't do that shit. Like, I recently, somebody who I'm sub to did that, where they were talking about another popular channel, about how that popular channel, they were cool with them and they would, you know, talk back and forth. And that other popular channel was like, hey, you know, hey, look, you should talk shit about this person. And then, but on their personal channel, they would never say that. You know, I'm not one of those kind of people. And I'm probably like the nicest, you know, one of the nicest people you're going to meet. I treat everybody with respect. Hell, even Jolly, like I just met him, like I want to say like 2 years ago, right? Right after we started talking, I upgraded my equipment, like my mics and things like that. I think I had like a Yeti at the time, a Blue Yeti. And he was using, I want to say like a headset mic to do his videos and stuff. And I upgraded my setup and I got like a Yeti Pro, which is like a bigger and better version of the Yeti. And I was like, yo, look, you want this mic? You know, I just straight up and asked him. Like, I just met him, like, you know, like a few months ago. And I was like, yo, look, I'm not using this mic. I mean, you clearly want a better one, so you want the one I got. And I gave him like a mic, I want to say like a mouse and like a couple of other things, and, you know, mailed it out to him. That's just the kind of person I am, you know, and I think he probably still uses it to this day. You know, it's just those kind of friendships that I see. Like, I'm not one of those people who have associates, you know. I have friends. All the friends I have in my, you know, in real life, I'm still friends with to this day. And I can go as far back as like middle school, you know, maybe elementary school, but I can go that far back. Anybody who I'm like not cool with, you know, I just don't associate with them. That's just the way it is. I don't know people just to know them. I don't fill up my Facebook feed with 300 some people that I don't know. Yeah, it's just the way it is. But, and I try to treat YouTube the same way. I mean, YouTube isn't going nowhere. If I did meet somebody on YouTube, you know, it's just, I'm going to treat them like, you know, like I said, like I do in real life. I'm going to judge by their actions and how I interact with them, you know, and that's going to, you know, tell me how I need to go forward with them, you know, in the future. If I see them doing shady shit, or if I see them, you know, doing me wrong, or if attention's only flowing one way, I will treat it just like a relationship. That tells me something is going wrong, and I either need to fix that, or I need to give them the chance to fix it. And if they don't, I'm gonna stop dealing with them. It's just the way it is. But anyways, let me stop rambling. I mean, I swear to God, this video is meant to go on for like about, you know, I meant to start the video and be like, all right, this is gonna be a 10-minute video, and here it is, like 27 minutes, like I always do. But alright, fellas, let me end this video here. If you would like to hear more commentaries like this, with me being super informal, talking about various other things, just let me know down in the comments what to talk about, or, you know, we can have a discussion. Like I said, that's one of the reasons why I like to do YouTube, and I like to, you know, to keep things moving with the interactions and stuff like that. So if you guys want me to speak on different things, just let me know. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. My name is Denonu, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.